Morning and happy Monday. It's the 28th of March today, and boy oh boy am I glad that last week is in the past and there is a new opportunity to have a good week, because last week was not a good week at all. Very emotionally challenging, lots of sort of deep shiz to sort of like feel and think and go through and all that jazz. Not going to talk about it too much because I know it's annoying when people come on YouTube and talk about things that are going on in the background and don't actually explain what they are. So anyway, done with that. The situation is still sort of like there, it's not resolved, but I've woken up this morning. I did actually really want to get up much earlier, however my alarm went off and I was just like, hell no. No. It is technically my Sunday today. Mondays are my day off, but I just want to start getting up earlier because Jim is away today, and he has the van. So my option to go to the gym this morning was that if I woke up at 5 AM and got there for 6 and worked out for an hour and came back, I could do that. And part of me wishes I did, but I just needed to do what I wanted to do in that moment, and what I wanted to do in that moment was sleep. So that means that I have to go this evening, because I am going to go today. And I always say this, I always say I'm going to go this evening, and I never do. But I've just kind of said to myself that regardless of whether it's I think my gym closes at, I'm gonna have a look actually. I'm sure it closes at like 9 on a weekday. I'm just gonna check. It closes at 10 PM. So there we go. As long as Jim's back sort of like from sort of like 5, hopefully. Either way, I'm gonna go to the gym today. So yeah, last week was pretty rough. I did manage to track Monday through to Friday, and then it was Mother's Day this weekend. So big happy Mother's Day to all you wonderful mummies out there. My heart goes out to all of you who are suffering in some way with possibly sort of like pregnancy loss, infertility, anything like that. If you're suffering with anything in relation to Mother's Day, I'm sending all my warm hugs your way, because although it's a wonderful day to celebrate, I do know that it brings a lot of really raw sadness to some. So sending big hugs to all of you who are suffering in some way from it. But so it's Mother's Day. I don't have any children of my own, but I am a stepmom to Millie and Joe, Jim's kids, and I have been so for 4 years now, which is insane. I can't believe it's been that long. So we did Friday night, we kind of like did a little bit of a celebration. We went out for some food. We went to an Italian restaurant, and I decided that I wasn't going to track, just because it was one of them moments, them celebratory moments where I don't think it's conducive to be like scrutinizing the menu for the things that have like the lowest carbs and things like that. I want to get to a point in my life where more often than not, well, all the time basically, I'm following my anti-inflammatory diet, and when I go to like say a birthday meal or something like that, I can have something different, you know, and it not have an effect on sort of like my everyday weight. That's the kind of aim, that's the goal where I want to get to in my like daily routine and my daily lifestyle. So I decided that I was just going to choose whatever I wanted. We had like a selection of salamis and like a garlic tomato bread for starter, and then I chose a gnocchi with some like blue cheese and tomato. It was delicious. It was really, really yummy. So and then on Saturday we had a sort of celebration for my mum and Jim's mum. I made us like an afternoon tea. Well, I say afternoon tea, it was more like a little buffet, but I was kind of going for the afternoon tea vibes. So I made some like finger sandwiches. We had, what did we have? Like little quiches and things, and then a selection of, most of it was like Mr. Kipling little slices, things like that, with a nice cup of tea. And again on Saturday I decided, do you know, I'm not going to track today. There is quite an amount of leftovers in the cupboard of things like this, which I'm gonna see how I get on with it, because from obviously today I really want to I really want to get back on track, and I really want to really stick to it. And I've been sort of like feeling my emotions and sort of like digesting all of these new emotions that I've been given in a way. And yeah, I've just kind of like just sat it down there on the side, and I'm like, well, you know, we'll deal with you when it's good and ready. But I think I've just kind of come to the conclusion that I need to focus on me a little bit more. I need to focus on like just myself, and just pour my energy into me. And what I mean by that is just I think this is pretty much the same for everyone, so I'm not trying to sound like a martyr or anything like that, but I don't have the easiest of lives. I have a lot of difficult sort of like family issues. I have a lot of personal issues. I've dealt with a lot in my life, and that in itself presents a lot of sort of feelings and emotions and things that I have to deal with that not your everyday 33-year-old woman has to deal with. And I think a lot of the time I try to make everybody else happy and try and make everyone else's existence and life okay, and make sure that they're good, and I completely forget to do that for me. And that always leaves me feeling like really frustrated, and you know, why is nobody you know, holding my hand along the way, or what have you. And I think I've just come to the conclusion that, you know, just look after yourself first. I think that's probably just normal, but I think for somebody like me, I've just not quite got that. I've just not quite understood it. It's like, so now I just feel like I'm gonna try and just pour my energy into my happiness and my like success in the things that I want to be successful in. So in terms of like my weight loss and things, I think it's just, I just have to get used to living my daily routine and my lifestyle. So what I mean by my daily routine and my lifestyle is tracking my calories, tracking my macros, eating the foods within the anti-inflammatory diet to help with my health condition, and then working out, being an active person, because if I sort of like close my eyes and visualize myself at my highest self, the person I aspire to be, the person I aspire to be is really passionate about fitness, really passionate about making her body work effectively, really passionate about nutrition and eating foods that aid my body and aid my sort of like life and make me feel really good. Somebody that's, you know, got her shit together, is organised, is really on top of all her work commitments. Somebody that's really going forward and making changes in the world and being an inspiration to others. And yeah, that's the person that I'm trying to achieve and trying to be. So I think what I need to really concentrate on, and I think this is something that I'm going to take going into April, is that when something happens, like a big sort of like change comes in, or something sort of like outside of my like weight loss journey and health journey, I still continue to track my calories, I still continue to go to the gym, I still continue to eat the right foods. And it's okay every now and again if I feel like, oh, I want a bowl of cereal, or I want a slice of toast, for a little bit of comfort. But it's not like trying to get out of that situation where food is consuming my thoughts, like what am I going to eat, or why have I eaten that, and that kind of thing. And just getting to a really good structured routine. And I feel like that will bring a lot of peace as well, because I'll just be following it, and it'll just become part of my life, you know. Just like, you know, when you're learning to ride a bike and you find it really difficult to begin with, and you fall off a couple of times, and then you get back up and then you like ride it and you're like, yeah, I'm doing it, I'm doing the damn thing. And then you might fall off, but then, you know, years and years and years and years later, you can't even remember the period of learning. It's so ingrained in your consciousness that you just pick up the bike and you ride it, and you don't think about the balancing, you don't think about how it works, you don't think about, you know, the stabilizer, the time when you had the stabilizers on, and you know, that was helping you along the way. It's just so natural to you that you just go and you just do it without thinking. And I think that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get into a routine of where it's so natural to me that it's just my life. It's just my life to go to the gym and work out. It's just my life to eat healthy. It's just my life to go for a random lunch and pick the chicken salad. And then on the occasion where it's like a celebration or something, I get something, you know, get something nice. The next day, get right back on it, get right back into my routine and my life. That's what I'm trying to aspire to. So yeah, but massive rambly intro as usual. I have got myself a coffee, and I started having my cafetiere coffees again. Don't know what it was, but something just clicked and said, you really missed that about your mornings. I feel like I don't drink a lot of coffee now. I try to sort of like limit my caffeine intake towards sort of like the midday onwards. So I'll probably start having coffee and then maybe a mint matcha green or a matcha green a couple of hours later, and then go caffeine free for the rest of the day. But I picked up some coffee. It's in this Tupperware, because apparently it should be kept in the fridge. So airtight container in the fridge. So it's just an M&S one. It's not like super strong. I think it was like strength free, and the flavour notes were like sweet. But I still went ahead and added some of the caramel pecan skinny syrups. Now, this is not allowed on anti-inflammatory diets, sort of like artificial sugars and artificial shit like this is not allowed, but you know, I'm just gonna have a little bit in my coffees for now, and eventually hopefully I'll phase it out and I'll be on black coffees, but for now it's delicious and I cannot not have it. So little things, little tiny things for now, phase them out eventually. So what am I doing today? What am I doing? I've decided to pick up the camera and film because I'm really missing doing more filming. I'm really missing sort of that element in my life, and I just couldn't do it much last week at all because I was just trying to, I don't think I'd have made much sense. I don't think I make much sense anyway, but I think I would have just been a mess. So today I think that I have got some work that I want to do. Although I said it was my day off, I do have some work I want to do. I want to have a bit of a house sort of round, tidy up. I want to make a meal plan for the rest of the week. I think the majority of my meals are going to be pretty much the same, like protein shakes. I did actually over the weekend try a protein porridge, and I felt really stupid because I messaged Protein World to see if I could put protein powder in porridge, and then afterwards I thought, oh, I'll ask Laura, and Laura was like, yeah, loads of people do it. And I was like, I'm pretty certain I've seen many people do it, but I just had one of them moments where I was making it thinking, is this okay? Can I do this? So I just used some whole Scottish porridge oats, whole grain, rich in fibre. They're just porridge oats with nothing added. And I popped in 40 grams of vanilla protein powder. And then I did, can't remember whether it's 20 or 30 grams of peanut butter. And it was incredibly delicious. I really enjoyed it. Jim tried it and he wasn't a fan of the consistency, but I was a big fan. Big fan. So I think I might continue to do that. Although right now I'm not feeling mega hungry because I filled this first thing and I've already drank, I want to say at least a quarter. So I feel like the water's filled me up and the coffee's filling me up. The time is currently 8:45. I've been up since, I think I got up at about 7:30, and I've just been sort of like looking at my emails, looking at Instagram, just kind of waking up really. So yeah, I'm just gonna probably chill for another couple of hours. I don't know, I will see when I'm hungry. I'm trying not to eat when I'm not hungry, so I'll probably see you for breakfast quite soon. But I hope you're all doing well. Happy Monday, happy new week. If you haven't had a great week like me last week, then this is a new day, a new week for us to just have some better feelings and just feel better and do better. Remember that you are the most important thing that you can work on. And yeah, happy Monday. So I have just finished having my coffee and I thought I would come and make myself a collagen drink. So this is the marine collagen from Protein World, and it's anti-aging, hair health, strong nails. There's actually 11 grams of protein in a drink. There's 12 grams of collagen and there's 45 calories. This is the tropical flavour. It comes in 2 flavours. I can't remember what the other one is, but I thought I would give the tropical one a try. And it's actually really nice. It's just quite fruity. It tastes a little bit like squash. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. I used to actually have collagen quite a lot in my protein shakes, and I'd run out, and I noticed that Protein World sold them, so I thought, do you know what, I'm going to give it a try because it's really inexpensive. And I just thought I'd share with you guys, because Protein World don't just do protein shakes, they do mug cakes, they do, I'm looking up there because I've got a couple of the products up there. They do biscuits, they do granola, they do porridge. There's just so much to choose from. I actually also have where is it? Let me just grab it to show you without pulling everything out of the cupboard. This to try, which I'm very, very excited for. It's the chocolate orange flavoured mocha cakes, and these are 177 calories per cake. They are 10 grams of protein, and they are low sugar, and they are delicious. So if you fancy trying anything from Protein World, I do have a 40% discount code. You can use WEIGHTLOSSPANDA and it'll get you 40% off all the products. But if you like me and you like to add some collagen in, this is really good. You can add it to, if you like to add some collagen into your diet. I'm in my 30s now, and I'm not like so bothered about aging. I just think that collagen is really important in the diet, and I'm getting at the age where my body stops creating it, so I just thought I would add some into sort of like my daily diet. So just you can just have one drink a day in hot or cold beverage. So yeah, it's really, really easy just to add it in, so I thought I would share that with you. And I think I'm actually going to have some oats again for my breakfast. I enjoyed it so much yesterday. I'm going to have it again. Couple hours later, it's now 11:30, and I am still super full from my protein porridge with peanut butter. It was really yummy, and I think like going forward I'm going to try and consume most of my carbohydrates at breakfast and lunchtime, just so that it sort of gives me that energy for the day. I think it makes much more sense than having it at dinner. I do really like to have carbs with my dinner, but I just think it makes much more sense to have them in the morning, and then it'll help keep me fueled for the day. So I am actually going to a doctor's appointment in a couple of hours to have a little discussion about my leg. I don't know if I've said this. I think I mentioned it briefly in my weigh-in video, but the bruise has completely gone. It's pretty much healed in terms of the bruising, but there's still quite a significant lump, and I'm still getting like strange pain and things like that. Also going to discuss the medication that I started taking, and yeah, we'll just see what happens. But I think, you know, I've been really struggling with my sort of like identity and just my sort of overall body image. I've been really struggling with it. Yesterday I really was quite down about it, and I just feel so like overweight and just uncomfortable, and I feel like whatever I wear or whatever I put on emphasizes how I feel about myself, and it's just really frustrating me, because I want to try and get to a place where I can be happy with my body and my body image, even at this stage in my journey. I think it's really important, and I don't think it's necessarily just about the fact that I am actually overweight and need to lose weight. I think there's probably something else going on there. But yeah, I've been really struggling with that recently, so I'm trying to sort of like be a bit kinder to myself and not be so hard on myself. If anything, I suppose it's just adding a little bit more motivation to get me where I want to be. And I think it's really, I find it quite difficult and uncomfortable to say I'm struggling with my like body acceptance and body image, and I just don't like what I see in the mirror. I think nowadays there's such like this body positivity movement where there's so many girls that are sort of like my size or bigger that really love their bodies and don't want to change it, and are sort of advocates that you shouldn't change it and you should just love and appreciate who you are. And I think the, you know, there's a side of that which is really brilliant, because, you know, you're combating what is the beauty definition and, you know, fat phobia and all that kind of stuff. But I do want to be healthier and fitter and lighter and stronger, and I don't like what I see in the mirror, and I want to change that, and I think that's okay. But yeah, I've just been really struggling with it at the minute. So hopefully I start to feel better about that. But I think for now I'm just gonna go and have a bit of a tidy round for the next couple of hours. Just home from the doctor's. I got changed because I was sweating quite a lot after that walk back up from town. I actually got to my doctor's appointment a little bit earlier, like 25-30 minutes earlier, so rather than going and sitting in the doctor's, I decided to sort of like just walk a loop around the town, just to get the steps in and make it a little bit more of a longer walk. So yeah, the appointment went really well. The outcome is that I'm going to go and have an ultrasound on the sort of like the area that is a lump from following on from the injury, and just see what's going on there. I've had a slight medication increase in the amount that I'm taking, but that's all going very well. So yeah, a really positive experience. I just feel like the person that I'm seeing now does care and does want to get you, does care about sort of like your feelings and your health and what have you. I've had very few positive experiences at the doctor's, so I'm really pleased that I've found somebody that seems to actually give a shit. So I am back home obviously now, and I'm going to be making myself some food in a minute. I've only just started to get hungry, which is a testament to how good it is to have, for myself, to have like the oats for breakfast, because it keeps me full for so long. So I think I'm going to have a protein shake with some frozen berries, to just as a nice refreshing drink to get my protein in. I've also got chicken breast left over from yesterday because I cooked a pack of 3. I had one, Jim had one, and this one left over. So I think I'm going to have that and a protein shake. But I just thought I'd share with you a very exciting delivery. So the lovely people at Full Green, this brand, I'm sure you're all aware of them. They do sort of like the Cauli Rices and other things, but I'd never actually seen anything other than the cauliflower rice packets. They sent me a really lovely message as well, which was very sweet. But they've sent me over a box. Oi! I'm messing up the kitchen as I'm showing you. Not very good. But they've sent over a box of some of their products for me to try, which I'm super grateful for, because I'm always looking for inspiration on sort of like lower carb options for like dinners, and gluten-free options, and you know, just things other than rice and potatoes and what have you. So I've got one of the sweet potato rices, and it says it's 69% lower in carbs than white rice. Riced sweet potato is 9.5 grams of carbs versus white rice, which is 31. That's a huge saving in carbs. There's 50 calories per 100 grams, so there's 100 calories in the whole thing. There's 0.5 grams of fat, there's no saturated fat, there's 4 grams of sugar, and there's 0.03 grams of salt. So that's the sweet potato one. Sweet potato rice sounds incredible. Cauliflower and broccoli. So it's the similar principle like across the board, that there's obviously much significantly less carbohydrates than in sort of regular rice. This one actually only has 4 grams of carbs, and it's only 25 calories per 100 grams, so that's 50 calories for the entire pack. And it's broccoli and cauliflower. Yummy. This one sounds amazing. This is tomato, garlic and herb cauliflower rice, and this one is 40 calories per 100 gram. Yummy. And then this one is, I have seen this one, and I'm sure I've tried it before actually, and it gets a really good rating for me. But I'm going to obviously let you guys know what I think of the flavors and textures and of the other ones. But this is probably the one that you've seen in most supermarkets, which is the Cauli Rice. This is just 19 calories per 100 gram. Very low on all the fat, saturated sugars and salts, and it's 2 grams of carbs in comparison to 29 grams of carbs. There's oh, this is very interesting. So they have sent me sort of like a comparison to how it compares with other products. So the Cauli Rice, so this one, if let's compare it to sort of, so a classic Uncle Ben's basmati rice, there is 4 grams of carbs in the Cauli Rice and 20 calories. This is all per 100 gram. And in the classic basmati rice, there's 39 grams of carbs. There's 191 calories. So comparing with the Tilda whole grain rice, 28 grams of carbs and 270. In a bag of quinoa, there's 31 grams of carbs, 260 calories. And in a bag of couscous, 39 grams of carbs and 198 calories per 100 gram, in comparison with 4 grams of carbs and 20 grams of carbs. So that is obviously a significant reduction, but you still get sort of like the rice kind of product on your plate. My battery is deciding to flash, but there's some lovely recipes on the back of this card that I will sort of like show you in more detail so you can screenshot. But thank you so much, Full Green. I am super excited to try. process of making my protein shake. Got out my blender, my bottle, weighed everything out, put it in, went to mix it up, realised I'd not got out my like the lid to blend it, so I was like, oh okay. Went in the cupboard to get it, couldn't find it, so I'm like, well maybe it's been washed and put into a different drawer, because sometimes when the kids wash up they put it into this drawer, which is just complete chaos. And I've looked through it like twice. I've also emptied out my under sink cupboard, which houses all things like my Actifry, my soup maker, my slow cooker, my rice cooker, just like oven trays and all them kind of shit. And I've emptied it out twice now to look, and it's not there. And I think potentially it's fallen down that gap, that one. I think it might have fallen down there. So I have to try and take the plinth off the bottom of the kitchen cupboards to try and see if that's what's happened. Because, I mean, if it was just my protein powder, it would be fine. I'd just shake it. But I've added berries in and they need to be chopped up. So, wish me luck, guys. It was such a mission to find that, and after pulling all the plinths off the bottom cupboards of this side of the kitchen to see if it had fallen through that gap, it was actually sat on the water pipe the whole time. It's now 7:30.
7:30.
I don't think I'm going to go to the gym. I have had quite an active day actually though, with my hour walk, so I'm not feeling too bad, but my legs are quite sore. Me and Jim actually did some yoga together yesterday, and I feel like it's highlighted how unfit I actually am, because my abdominals are killing me and my legs was really hurting today on the walk. So although I did say this morning that I'm absolutely going, hello, no matter what time it was, I think it's 7:30. And I've got to get up quite early tomorrow, so I'm not going to go, but I don't feel bad about it because I have actually done some form of exercise. So I'm going to make some dinner. I'm going to make some chicken again, and I think I'm going to give the tomato, garlic and herb cauliflower rice a try. So I'm going to have half for my tea tonight, and I'm going to save half and take it to work with me tomorrow. So that is good. I'm also going to have it with some spinach. So let's go making dinner. So tea was really tasty. I definitely rate the rice. I don't know where it's gone. Oh, here it is. So the cauliflower rice with tomato, garlic and herbs was very, very yummy, and especially to say it was only 40 calories for that huge portion, and I can't see the carbs, 6 grams, so that is incredible. I'm very excited to make some more meals with them and get a bit creative, but I'm gonna wrap up the vlog here and show you how I've got on with my day in calories and macros. So for breakfast I had my oat milk coffee. I'm not sure why it's gone as tea, it was definitely coffee. And then I had my porridge with protein powder, almond milk and peanut butter. For lunch I had my protein shake with some frozen berries. I also had a chicken breast, which is down in the rice in the snack section. I also had the collagen drink this morning. For dinner, as you just saw, I had a chicken breast with some of the cauliflower rice and some spinach with some butter, and I had a bit of cheese on my chicken breast. And so far I've had 1,269 calories, which leaves me 131. I am 11.4 grams still within my carbohydrate goal. So it is all good. So if you have enjoyed today's What I Eat in a Day video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't done so already, hit subscribe and I'll send some happy vibes your way. And until next time, I hope that you stay happy, healthy and well. Bye bye. Say bye, Jim.
Bye.
Bye bye.